What's good, y'all? Hope everyone's having a fucking fantastic start to their day. Fantastic day in general. All right, guys. So before we get into today's call, I'm going to do Million Dollar Mastermind rules. So these are the rules of MDM. So I'm mindful that the calls can go a little bit longer. So I ask that you guys come prepared with your questions. So I have 1 to 2 needle mover questions that you guys need. So just spend some time preparing, thinking through your question and what you guys need. Hands raised after 30 minutes will be lowered to show up on time and prepared. And you guys got to celebrate a win. All right. So I want to hear some fucking wins. Big Giorgio. What's up, King? How you doing, brother?
Ryan, what's going on, brother?
Best day of my life, King. How you doing?
Let's do it, bro. So I'm making some changes to how I do my coaching. To pretty much in the past, I would do when a client first starts, I'll do a phone call check-in after their very first week. I want to make sure their first week's good. And I'll do it at the end of the month. I want to make sure they have a good first month. And then I would do a check-in call every 4 weeks. Other than that, it's just Loom videos. So yeah, that's where I want to be done with that. I'll do it for the first month, but how do I tell my clients? Because I know a lot of my clients do like the check-in calls once a month. I want to put something in my check-in form that pretty much says I'm not doing that anymore without sounding like I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you do group coaching calls?
I don't do group coaching calls.
Perfect. This is the perfect time to introduce it. So I would go live. So there's two, actually, no, I wouldn't go live because anytime you make a change to the group, and I'm sure you guys notice this because when I made a change to the group, some people get angry at you, so you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful when you're making, because group culture is a thing, and if one person gets mad at you and other people see one person get mad at you, they're like, oh, I'm fucking mad too. I wasn't mad, but now I'm mad. So I would prefer that you actually do this individually. So I would send them out an individual message and it would say something. You could record a video, Giorgio. That would be something like this. And this is what I would do. I'd be like, yo, what's going on, fam? Hope you're having the best day of your entire life. So I wanted to send out a personal video because I realized that I've been kind of being selfish. And the reason that I say I'm being selfish is I'm not actually hosting group calls. And I believe that by not hosting group calls and introducing you to other members of the community, that I'm actually doing you a disservice. So what we're going to do moving forward is we're going to have a group coaching call once a week. This group coaching call is going to be an opportunity to not only connect with me, but connect with other members of the community. The group coaching call is going to replace the once a month call. So now you can actually talk to me 4 times a month and you can come once a week to get your questions answered from me directly on your call. Obviously, you're still going to have your check-ins, your one-on-one check-ins. So you're still going to get me as a one-on-one coach, but you're also going to get the opportunity to talk to me 4 times a month and meet other members of the community so that you can see that there's other people on the same journey as you that are getting great results. So looking forward to seeing you in the first group coaching call. It's going to be Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Drop me a hell yes if you're going to be there and I'll see you soon.
Wow, that's crazy. You just did that off rip. Okay. So okay,
in my brain, bro. 12,000 clients, bro. It just happens.
Oh, so okay. Oh man, is my thing frozen?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. Okay, so just for now, because that's definitely something I definitely want to implement 100%. What do I do like now? Because after this, I want to make my check-in form, and I kind of want to get that off my plate now.
Yeah, so do that now. Because it's like if you do it in the check-in form and you don't everybody write this in the chat. When you make a change to your program, it has to be a value add, not a value subtract. So if you do it in your check-in form and your clients read that check-in form and they're like, oh, this guy's taking away my call, they're going to be mad at you, right? Okay. Whereas if you send a video and you're like, I'm going to be adding 4 group coaching calls a month, it's going to be awesome. They're going to be happy with you. So you want to communicate that in a video format, and you can do that this week. And then this week is the last week of group coaching call or one-on-one check-ins. And then next week, the fucking group coaching calls start. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Yeah, cool. Makes sense. That covers that. And then one more question. So in the process of hiring an editor, found a dope guy who does content for my gym, whatever. But I basically talked to him and I pitched him doing 20 reels, do 1 filming session, and then him edit all the reels. So I pitched him like $1,000 for it, which seems like kind of low, I feel like. And he was like, yeah, that sounds good. What should I do to pretty much tell him how I want my videos edited? Should I send him a doc, a template of how I want my videos edited? Maybe send him examples? What should I do for that?
Yeah. So I would say send him specific examples of creatives that you want edited, because I'm assuming the way that you edit your videos, Giorgio, there's a certain style, right? And I'm just making an assumption, but you probably have 3 or 4 different video styles. Am I correct? Or do you have one style?
Yeah. Maybe 1 or 2 styles. Very simple.
Yeah. So send him the 2 styles. And then I want you to send him you can just do a voice to text into Manus, just voice to text. And do you have Whisperflow on your computer?
I don't.
Okay, so download Whisperflow. It's a fucking game changer. You can just press a button and talk into your computer, and it's voice to text. It's way better than an iPhone. And then go to manus.ai, press a fucking button on your computer, and say, hey, I'm creating an SOP for my video editor and I want him to edit videos like I edit videos. So this is how I edit my videos and I want you to create this and do an SOP for me. And then just talk it out. And then just talk it out, talk it out, talk it out. Just talk for fucking 5 minutes and then press enter. And then it'll create you an SOP. And then all you need to do is go into that SOP and give him like edit it how you'd want it to edit it. Send him the SOP, send him the examples, and then be like, create videos as close to my style as possible. Done.
Awesome. And then for revisions, because what should I do like for revisions?
You need to negotiate that. Unlimited revisions is a part of the contract.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks so much, bro. Helped a lot.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
I just sent you the video that I recorded on my phone into the chat so you can take it, download it, transcribe it, and add it in your own words.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Peace out, homie. Coach Mills, what's up, brother? What's going on, King? How you doing?
I'm great. I got a big win. So I'll start off with my big win. So not even 1 month into the 10K mastermind, I hit a record month. So I'm sitting at, as of right now, the month's not over, I'm sitting at 12.5K. And if that's just 4 weeks into the 10K, I'm so excited to see exactly what the 25K accelerator is going to do.
I have a question for you, bro. What were you at when you first started? This is crazy.
When I first started the 10K, I started with CLA.
What's CLA?
Ooh, maybe just scraping 2K.
What do you think was the biggest change between PT Domination and the other business coaching program you were in?
The coaches, the staff, like I never really got a question not answered. I think the biggest change working with me with my military job, you guys just never let me down. Like just never let me down. Questions got answered. I never felt stuck. And if I was stuck, it was probably because of my own doing.
My boy. I love it. Congratulations, brother. I'm proud of you. Well fucking done. How can I be of service to you today, King?
Yes. So with that being said, I have 2 questions. First question is, I know we've talked about this before, but now this is like the crunch time for me. So when I hit my first milestone of hitting 10K, that was awesome. But then military stuff kind of came into play again. Same thing, and I don't want the same thing to happen. So right now, hit another record month. I'm in the 10K. The 25K accelerator is coming. I am literally in that mode of retirement. And what that entails is a lot of appointments, a lot of classes, and a lot of things like that. I talked to Alex when I had my onboarding call with him. Was like, hey, you need to hire an editor. In the process of doing that. But I feel with all these appointments that I have to go through, it's like it's not like hey, I'm not going to show up. Like these are you only retire from the U.S. Army one time.
Yeah.
So I have to go to all these appointments, and I have a fear of taking my hand off the pulse. So would it be smart? Because right now, although I'm at 12.5K, my real recurring is a little over 10K, probably be more than that. I still got calls to get on this weekend, next week. Would it be smart for me to hire a shadow coach right now as I'm doing certain things? Like, what should I put in place not to take my hand off the pulse? I want to keep sales calls going. I want to keep my clients happy, but I don't want this last month, which is it's about a month and a half of like appointments and things
Yep.
that I literally gotta be at. How do
Okay.
I not let the flow slow down?
I'm going to give you the Brian Mark answer. So how many hours do you sleep per night?
To be honest, when I go to sleep at 8, I wake up at 3 a.m. in the gym by 3:30.
Okay. Well, then you can't have the Brian Mark answer because you're already doing that. Because I was like, bro, when I'm like, I had to film this course this month, right? And I refilmed 60 videos and refilmed and did and brand new 60 videos. Cole did 60 fucking videos. So it's like, bro, I'm going to bed at 8, waking up at fucking 3, and that's the grind. So you're already doing that. So long story short.
And
Yeah,
I
so-
just started that like tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to do that. Next question. When you look at your calendar, is there anything on your calendar at all where you're wasting any sort of time whatsoever?
Now, I don't even remember the last time I even watched like Netflix or something. So it's hard to say. Like right now, I'm taking Fridays off, and maybe I should not take Fridays
No,
off.
you should
Just
definitely
for
take
right
Fridays
now.
off. Yeah, you should definitely take Fridays off. You don't want to burn out. Okay, so that's good. Next question. What do you spend the most amount of time on right now in your business? Like what is the most amount of time spent? That's like a monotonous task that's easy to delegate.
To be honest, sending out DMs and interacting. I try to send out about 50 DM. Right now, since 2 months ago, 50 DMs per day has been my target.
Yeah, so I would say we don't outsource that because training a VA is a fucking bitch. And the last thing you'd want to do is be training a VA while you're in this process. So that would be a harder thing to do. What else?
content editing. I'm still looking to hire an editor. That's the number one thing that Alex told me, hire an editor. So
Yeah.
I'm still looking for an editor.
So I would 100% focus on that. And that would be the number one problem that I would solve, because if that can save you 3 to 4 hours a week, then you're good. If I had Herman, I would not be trying to outsource like an income generating activity, AKA fucking DMs, like a VA, because I can tell you from experience from working with fucking hundreds of $1 million mastermind students, training a VA is not as easy as 1, 2, 3. Usually takes a few weeks. Usually there's some bottlenecks. You have to spend time in the DMs. Doesn't buy back time at first. It adds more to your plate because you got to train more. Whereas like an editor, like if you source them properly, you'll find somebody that already has a decent amount of skill. You give them an SOP like I just told Giorgio to do, and you'll be getting your videos edited within 7 days, which will save you time.
I have generated an SOP. I sent it to Janelle yesterday. She's supposed to be looking it over for me before I've been looking, but I just wanted my format and everything that I'm requesting to be right. So she's supposed to be getting back with me sometime either today or tomorrow.
Yeah. So if I had your business, I wouldn't be waiting for permission. I'd be taking violent action. So what I would do, if I'm Herman, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the Brian Mark answer. If I had to move as fast as you need to move right now, because it's like you want to make sure you don't take your finger off the pulse, I don't have time to waste. So I'm going to take that SOP, I'm going to go over to Manus, and I'm going to ask it to pick it apart and tell me anything that's wrong with it that would cause a shitty editor to come through or a shitty editor to not do their job properly. I would get Manus to edit it, Manus to look it over. Then I would take that SOP and I would go make my job posting, and I would hire somebody within the next 48 hours.
Look, you got it. I got it written down here. I'm gonna take fast action. So
All right.
I got it. I believe that was so. As far as once I get through the whole retirement plan, should I start looking at outsourcing other things? And if so, what should be the thing I should look at outsourcing?
Yes, but we don't plan into the future until we're in the moment, because we need to solve the right problem at the right time.
Gotcha, Roger.
I execute and I think about the pathway that's ahead of me for the next 2 to 4 weeks. And the next 2 to 4 weeks is where you need to lock in. So that's the only thing I'm focused on.
Roger, got it. Thank you.
Appreciate you, King. Congratulations. Big moves. Deuces.
Thank you.
Mr. Carter, what's up, King?
How are you, bro?
Best day of my life, brother. How you doing?
Rocking. I'm about to go pick up my son in a few minutes, so I just wanted to ask a couple questions real quick if I could.
Hit me.
2 things. I know when we did the 3-day challenge, you kind of mentioned within the first 3 seconds of a boosted post, you got to mention who your avatar is for, pretty plain and clear. We need to do that. We've been traveling around a bit, as you know, and haven't put out as much content. We're back to 2-a-days now, so that should start to help pick things up a little bit. We're pretty good for recurring and whatnot, so I'm not super worried financially or anything, but just want to start getting things rolling. So boosted post would really help bring some people. I think is a good time for us to do that right now. You could tell me otherwise if you think so.
I agree.
And I have a question about kind of tweaking my avatar a little bit here. So I don't know which one you want to tackle first.
Boosted post, it's definitely a good time to do it. So I'm
Okay.
100% on board with that. Yes. And again, follow the instructions of avatar call in the first 3 seconds. Give the avatar the solution to that problem that you just mentioned. And then, so ideal scenario, avatar call in the first 3 seconds. Tell them to follow you right after that. I'm going to be doing this full training coming soon, guys. By the way, there's a training in the portal around it, but I'll be redoing it. So avatar call out, tell them to follow you, give them the specific solution to the pain point that you called out, tell them to follow you again. That's the structure.
Okay. Awesome. Tell them to follow you again. Got it. Okay. And then as far as avatar goes, so my shadow coach is my coach.
Yep.
I came on with her and we just hit the niche of men over 40 because of my transformation.
Yep.
She's amazing at what she does. Her coach we meet with as well, who's ridiculous. His absolute specialty and the thing that we do the very best, I think, is help anyone, particularly women who are struggling with perimenopause and menopause.
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily saying that's who I want to specifically focus on, because we've been doing pretty well with our guys as well. But I would say half of we got about 40 something clients, half of them are women, and our women get unbelievable results. I really think it's a great niche. I feel like they're more engaged and they have more to lose than men do at that age, to be honest. I don't want to disregard the guys, but I would think, is there a way to do it so that the niche is the problem of, like, I don't know if I want to get directly into like hormone specific stuff, but dealing with the changes that happen
As you age. Yeah. So the answer is yes, because your content's clearly doing that. What I will say is with the boosted posts, you can't do that. Like you can't have a boosted post that's like speaking to both, because then Meta won't know who to show it to. So what I would do if I were you, and we can test and experiment around with this. So keep the content on your page the exact same, because you don't have to change anything if you're already attracting women. But when you're doing boosted post, Carter, I want you to test 2. One of them, woman over 40, perimenopause, blah, blah, blah. The other one is going to be men over 40, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to test both of them, and we're going to see which one brings in more quality. And you'll know, because the males that are following you will be from this boosted post. The females that are following you will be from this boosted post. And we're going to test those to see which brings in higher qualities. I'm noticing this with a few MDM clients as well, that they're getting more luck with women in terms of just their avatar. Like if I think about the 41 students that are at $100,000 a month, and I'm not telling everyone to change their avatar, so please, everyone, don't freak out. I'm just telling you the data and the statistics, okay? I don't want everyone to freak out and be like, I'm changing my avatar too. But statistically speaking, out of the 41 students that are over $100,000 a month, about 33 of them they speak to females. So yeah, something to consider.
It makes sense, man. Every dude that I talk to who's like, yeah, man, I'm struggling with this. If they're having issues with hormones, they can go anywhere they want. Game Day Health, whatever it is, all these different places where they can get testosterone, do whatever they need to do, peptides, all the rest of it. Women go to their doctors, at least from my experience, they go to their doctors, they talk to them. The doctor's like, you're totally fine. It doesn't matter that you're 100 pounds overweight and that you fall asleep at noon every single day. Trust me, I just did your blood work and it's totally normal. So you're good. And then they get kind of gaslit, sent out of there, and then they have nowhere to turn and just seem to, it's like a real thing, man.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I appreciate you, man. That's really it for me, but you're the man.
You're the man, bro. Talk to you soon, Carter. Enjoy the rest of your AK.
Peace,
Big Mike. What up, King?
What's going on, Brian?
How you doing? Tell me some wins.
Okay, so I booked 2 calls from our last conversation last week. One of them closed. She was Canadian and was really kind of bent up on the conversion or the exchange. So she ended up going with like a 4-month program instead of a 6-month program. It was kind of an ordeal over like the past couple of days, but I got her across the line. The second one was just unqualified. So I posted my sales process inside the group. I don't have an application. I physically book the call for them. So I ask them what time zone they're in, what time, and I give them some times. But I don't get to qualify them. And I'm in the position where I'm like, I don't have a lot of calls coming in. So I hate getting on calls with people that are like unemployed or in school, and it sucks. But at the same time, I'm getting the reps and I'm getting the possibility of them converting.
Agreed.
So a big objection that I get is I need to talk to my spouse, or if they go and talk to their spouse, it's too expensive. So I don't know if I need to reduce my price or kind of what that looks like.
Yeah, no. So don't reduce your price. I also have the same sort of DM script that you have, Mike. And I manually booked the call without an application. I have an application in my bio, but I digress. So the way that you overcome this in the DMs is after you ask them what they're struggling with, Mike, the question I want you to ask is, and also like, just so I can get a feel for your activity level, what do you do for work and how active are you? If they're like, I'm unemployed, I don't have a job, I'm flat broke, I'm a student. Or if they give you something vague, you'd be like, so like, what is your job title specifically? Like, is it stressful? Question mark. Because then we can keep the conversation like health focused. Like, is it stressful? What do you do for work and how active are you? But then we can get crystal clear clarity on what they actually do for work. And then we can decide whether or not we want to book that call. Because I agree with you. Like at first we want to get the volume up. And then once we get the volume up, then we worry about the quality. So I'm on the same page as you.
Okay. Because anytime, so the big objections also like inside the DMs, now that I've been in there more, is this doesn't a lot like I don't have the budget, or I can't afford this. And I kind of play it like, oh, like, have I told you like my prices? And like, usually they're like, no, because I haven't. And I skate around it, of course, so that I can get them on the call. But then I feel like I'm going into that call feeling like, well, shit, they have a price objection before they even get on the call. And I don't know, it just kind of puts me in a weird like headspace on the call, because I feel like at the end, I'm going to get this financial objection.
Mm-hmm. So I've got a couple thoughts around that. So if people are giving you price objections before they even get on the call, in my opinion, they don't know you, like you, trust you.
Right.
I'm looking at your account right now. A lot of social proof. I can clearly see this. A lot of value. I can clearly see that. Who's Mike?
What?
Who's Mike? Like, where's Mike's story in your content?
There's some connection posts from last week. I have another one that I'm doing this week as well.
Yeah. So like that's
carousels.
That's what I initially think. Usually when people are asking me how much it costs before they get on the call, it's like, to me, that's an indication that I'm not creating enough connection. AKA they don't know me, like me, and trust me. There's social proof is clear. The value to me is clear. You're doing a great job at the value content, but I feel like we're missing a little bit of connection. So that's like a problem that we can solve on the front end. So that's the first aspect of it. The second aspect of it is, are you running follower campaigns right now, Mike?
No, I had a reel that did well and brought in like 7,000 followers. So a lot of these conversations are with this cold audience.
And that reel that did well, which one is it?
It's the Crockpot reel from 2 weeks ago. It says like waiting for all the busy moms to message me blank or something like that. Like I tried recreating it also and tried doing like a sheet pan version of it as well, which didn't really kind of take off as much. But the
500
original one is
523K. Damn.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to give you some feedback on the format, because I think the reason that it didn't take off the second time as well is if you look at this one right here, very clear what it's about immediately, whereas this one, text is smaller, not as clear. It's not as obvious, whereas this one is very obvious as soon as you start the video. Text is clear, bam, it's in the middle of the video. This one, I feel like the text is smaller, not as clear. I think that's why this one didn't do as well. So I would continue with format because this is clearly a winner. But then when they come to your page, so like when you're a mom now and you start trying to lose weight, why do I work with moms? You're seeing this because your busy mom who wants to get fit and stay home. So, okay, so Taryn, but like your busy moms, what do they do for work? Your busy moms, like what are they doing for work? Are they busy because they're stay-at-home moms?
No, most of them do work. Taryn is a stay-at-home mom, but most of them do work.
Okay, so like what are they doing?
Working in office jobs, like not necessarily lower level, but I guess corporate, you could say.
Yeah, like so it's like for me, it's like that needs to be clear in the explanations when we're doing our conversion content, because the conversion content in my eyes is conversion content, but it's still speaking to anybody.
Okay.
Ashley, so like as an example, so let's go. I'm going to show you an example, Mike. I pulled this girl up a couple times because she fucking rips with content. She's my highest performing VIP client right now. So when it comes to like conversion content that's speaking specifically to a demographic, I want you to go and I want you to see some of the way that she communicates when she's doing like social proof posts. So I want to show you one of the videos that is one of my favorites that she did. She lost 20 kilograms. There we go.
These are the 6 calorie deficit rules that took Busy Director Tracy from this to this. And if you follow them, weight loss will be easier.
It took Busy Director Tracy from this to this.
So call out their job title.
Call out their job title.
Okay.
Because call out job title is going to speak to women that are that job title. And ideally, speaking to women that are that job title, we're going to start to, people that come to our page are going to start to realize that we speak specifically to that demographic.
Here are some underrated things I did that nobody talks about to help Amber get her dream body as a busy teacher.
You know what I mean? So it's like, the language that I'm getting from your content is saying, if you're a mom that wants to stay at home and do your workouts, that's what I speak to you. So that to me is attracting stay-at-home moms that don't have money.
Right.
So conversion to be more that aspect. And the reason I say that is because if we're going to boost content, which we should do, we should be boosting content that relates to the conversion content that's like highly targeted at the avatar. That would be the changes that I would make to your content strat.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Brian.
Long story short, this is not a pricing thing is essentially what I'm getting at. Because I know you asked me a pricing question. I think this is an issue on the connection side and more specific with the avatar. And then I think we need to get more leads into your page so we can have more conversations. There's clearly people that are on your page that are interested because you booked calls once we got in the DMs. So now let's create more connection so they get to know us a little bit more. And let's create conversion content that's highly targeted. Once we do those two things, let's start boosting our conversion content so we can bring more people to the page.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Appreciate you, brother.
Talk to you soon. Deuces. Corey Story. What up, King?
What's going on, Brian? So booking more calls, which is great. 3 new clients so far this month. Got another call later today. So things are going good in that aspect. I was sitting here like, I'm going to think of my question, but by the time it gets to me, and I was like, okay, I still got Arthur. So I guess my main thing that I'm working towards right now is I'm going to put together a masterclass. I'm realizing that a big part of my niche is people who are just really scared of getting into the gym, like scared of getting started. So I'm going to go through the masterclass trainings, but I guess as far as putting that together for that specifically, do you have any like just off the bat suggestions for like how long it should be or like what I should really try to incorporate in terms of like mindset or like actionable things?
I don't know that avatar, so I can't give you that answer, to be honest.
Fair enough. Okay.
You have recordings of your sales calls or DM screenshots of clients that like say that they struggle with going to the gym?
I don't record my sales calls, but
you have applications where clients
have applications.
Okay. So what I would do is I would download some of your Typeform applications. I would plug those Typeform applications into Claude. I would do Whisperflow and I would send a message and I would say, hey, I'm looking to design a masterclass that speaks specifically to the pain points of the clients in these applications. I want the masterclass to be focused around gym anxiety for most beginners that struggle with confidence going to the gym. I also want you to speak to some of the pain points in this specific application set that I sent you. Please give me a bunch of different topics that I could speak about in this specific masterclass that would help these clients that are applying for my program overcome gym anxiety.
Cool. Yeah, that was kind of my game plan, was just to go through like Claude or something like that to get at least a structure around it. I've been kind of going back and forth between like that being my more towards who I'm speaking to is like really new people. And I'm feeling called to it, although I know that there's like, they can be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
So, I'm nervous about setting myself up for a lot of hard conversations and overcoming a lot of like limiting belief shit, because people that haven't gone to the gym are going to be hard to talk to about going to the gym and getting into working out. But I guess that's just my homework to do, of figuring out like how to navigate that.
Well, why do you feel called to it?
Well, I feel like the majority of the demographic is speaking to people who already have experience. And I feel like a lot of the people who don't have experience are feeling very left out, and they're feeling like they don't belong at the gym. They don't belong in these spaces. They don't get to be a part of this other thing. And a lot of my niche market of gay men feel that way. And I want them to feel like they do belong and that they do have a place at the table, and that like they're just as welcome as anybody else, and that this isn't like an exclusive thing only for like a certain type of person.
Then it's not going to be hard. It's going to be easy, brother, because you're connected to the mission. That's why I asked you that question.
Yeah, I feel connected to it.
Yeah, so if you feel connected to it, just like, so this is what I want you to, don't think about it, feel about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good at that.
Don't be like, what do I need to do to convince them? Just like listen to them and hear them out and be like, okay, I hear you. Now let's go to the gym. You know, like you belong, you know, like be real. Just express what you just expressed to me. It's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be easy.
Okay, cool. And I'll just start making more content about that.
Cool. I love that.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, Corey Story. Have the best day of your life. Good to see you. Bye. Kathy, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Amazing. Tell me something good, Kathy.
Huge win. So I am at 18K for the month.
Wow.
So it looks like it's going to be a record month, and my record was 20K last May. So I haven't been able to hit those numbers since last year. So it's really exciting. Although it was 15K in December, but there was a dip in January and February. So I guess my questions have already been answered somewhat, but I guess I'm not sure. Well, first of all, the income that I'm getting in right now is not really consistent. So the, I guess the reoccurring is at 5K right now, even though I am about to hit 20K. So I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed because I do have 40 clients right now and I have 3 VAs. And I know you probably don't agree with that, with having so many VAs, but they are helping me book calls, and I'm getting like 10 calls a week. And so if I'm closing 50% of them, then you can imagine that it's growing pretty quickly.
Here's the problem though, is like you're building an unsustainable business. So like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, I'm gonna just fucking put this out there. None of you guys should have VAs at all. Okay. I'm just gonna fucking put that out there. I'm just gonna say that. Kathy has VAs, so I'm gonna give this advice. Don't get VAs. Okay. I just wanna make that very clear. I don't think VAs should be the first time. I need to say this, Kathy, because if I give you this advice, then the next person is gonna hire a VA, and then they're gonna get fucked, and then they're gonna come.
No, I know, I get it. Yeah.
Long story short, whatever. But the reason that when I say unsustainable business, I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean that is like, now you've got 3 VAs, so your payroll automatically when you start the month is like $2,500, right? Immediately.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to have your recurring at 10K minimum, which means for the next like 10 to 15 calls that you close, you have to pitch monthly, because you have to get your recurring at 10K, because you don't want to start the month, Kathy, and you're like, oh shit, I'm only starting the month at 4K, and my expenses baseline because of the people that I have to pay are like 2,500, plus I have to pay rent, plus I have to pay my car, plus I have to pay gas. It's like you start the month stressed out every month,
For
so
sure.
If I'm Kathy, the number one focus that I have, even if it's like, yeah, you're still going to get to a record month if you close at, monthlies, but like my number one focus if I'm Kathy is I need to build my recurring to a minimum of 10K, especially with my payroll. Has to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So now this is something I wasn't going to tell you, but my biggest fear with that is, what is it? Pitching 400. I guess that's my monthly. My fear with that is that they might drop off at some point.
They might. So don't suck as a coach.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying, but also like it's not should you do it? In my opinion, it's a fucking must, because there's always going to be, like, in every business, Kathy, even the ones that have like a shit pile of momentum, there's always going to be slow seasons. Like Akani, as an example, one of my highest performing VIP clients had a 2-week sprint where he was closing at fucking 15 to 20%. So like if he didn't have a baseline recurring of a high dollar amount and he closes at 15 to 20%, and his payroll, like for Akani, his payroll is like 40 grand a month. So if he didn't have a baseline recurring that was like 100K, you close at 20%. Now you're like, oh my God, you know? So you don't want to put yourself in that position where it's like do or die. So in my opinion, Kathy, it's not like, should you do it? It's a must to get your recurring over 10K, especially because your payroll is 2,500. It's a must.
Definitely. Okay. So just sell the monthlies from now on.
Just sell the monthlies until your recurring is at 10K, and then you can
At
stack.
10K.
And again, I want to give you credit because obviously you're doing a lot of stuff right. You're at $18,000 a month, but I just want to look out for your well-being and make sure that you don't start the month at a point where you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm stressed out because 3 clients just dropped off. So now my recurring is 3,500 and my payroll is 2,500. Plus I have to pay rent, gas,
Right. Yeah. That's my biggest thing. Okay. Okay. So I'll just focus on that.
Last thing I'll say, start stacking cash in the bank, because it's like, okay, you had an $18,000 month. Don't go out and spend 7 grand on a fucking purse or whatever the fuck. You know, like if I'm Kathy, I want to get 50 grand in the bank so that if there is a slow month, you know, it doesn't matter because I have 50 grand in the bank. You know what I mean? So like if I'm Kathy, I would be stacking cash.
So that's actually exactly what I did. So I was about to pay the remaining amount for your course. And I was like, let me just wait until I get my reoccurring up before I do this, because that would have just emptied me out completely. And I was like, Brian, I love your program. I love your course. And that's why I come back, even though if like sometimes I get out of the program and I think it's worth it. But ever since I started back in 2021, I just been emptying out my account just to be in the program. So I'm like, I just need to breathe a little bit.
Cash, Kathy, stack cash.
Yeah. But yeah, no, okay. Really good advice. And I'll just make sure that I'll stack up the reoccurring before I hire anybody else.
10K.
Yes, 10K. Okay.
10K. Got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
One more thing. Sorry. If I got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to hire a coach to help me out on the back end, but my payroll's high. If I'm Kathy, I'm removing a VA and I'm hiring a support coach instead of adding to my payroll, FYI.
I see.
Because you can have 2 VAs that will still book you 8 to 10 calls a week, and you could deploy that capital to get a support coach instead of adding another person to your payroll. So just keep that in mind as you scale.
Sure. Okay. I'll do that. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Carol, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
I saved my life. How are you?
Good. Start with my win. I got my recurring up and I surpassed my goal already for the month. And I do have a couple of renewal calls coming up today and tomorrow. So hopefully I can smash that one too. And okay, so my question, I'm in my head really badly and I need your help.
Okay.
So I signed with you guys 4 months ago.
Yep.
I didn't even have a system in place. I had nothing.
Yep.
So we had to go in and build it because when I did my 5 guys, I got like 8 people signed and I didn't even have Trainerize downloaded yet. So we had to like go nuts for that 7 days. And then Cole got into my stuff and he stripped down my onboarding to like nothing. And then I kept it that way. I haven't actually done a whole lot in my system. And when I come into these classes and I see people doing all these fucking onboarding videos, like I've got a couple videos, but my stuff is basic. I get really good results for my clients. They come into my Facebook group. I have nutrition seminars that they can watch and stuff in there. And they're all getting like really great results. But now I have these couple of clients that have jumped ship on these huge companies that they've been with for like 5 years. This one lady has been with this really renowned company for 5 years. She's leaving them because she's bored and not getting the results. She signed with me and now she's offered giving me all of their stuff. She keeps screenshotting their shit and giving it to me and I didn't ask for it. But now I'm just like, oh my God, I don't offer any of this. I don't know what systems look like because you have all the experience with all your clients, whereas I've never seen anybody's systems.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I need to be adding a shit ton of stuff to my back office now.
Yep. So everybody write this in the chat. Never fix a system unless it's broken.
Okay.
That's my rule. I never fix a system unless it's broken, because anytime I fix a system that isn't broken, I always fuck something up. So I'll tell you. So like, here's what I think. Okay. If you came to this call, Kara, and you're like, yo, B, I've got 30 clients. And out of the 30 clients, 10 of them said when they jumped in the program, they were super overwhelmed and confused. They had no fucking idea what to do. And I had 2 clients leave in the first 14 days because they were confused. I would say, let's fix your onboarding. but you're coming to this call and you're saying, my clients are getting great results. Everybody's happy. Everything's simple. Everything's easy. Don't change anything. So I only ever make a change to my business, Kara, when something isn't working. Like if the client satisfaction is going down, I'm not getting renewals, clients are dropping off in the first 4 weeks, that's an indication that I need to fix something. Unless something's broken, I don't fix it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just feels so bare bones now. And that's how I work. Like,
who cares?
okay.
I'm so bare bones. Dude, I built my entire business with posting on Instagram and using DMs. And every other business coach was like, build a funnel, run a webinar, do this, do this, do this, do this, do that. My whole fucking Instagram business is built off of posting on Instagram and booking calls.
Okay.
So like, it doesn't have to be complex at all.
Okay. Now, another question off of that question is, I have a couple of people who refuse to have Facebook. They want nothing to do with it. And like I just said, like all my value is there. I have like guest speakers on my Zooms. I've got all this training in there, and they won't go on to Facebook just because of whatever personal reasons.
Yep.
And now they're missing out because I've taught everybody all these things and they ask me the questions constantly that are answered in there. Could I somehow persuade them in, or do you think I should be thinking about a different platform than Facebook? Are you guys going to have a platform for us soon?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. So we, a funny story. Okay. It's actually a perfect time to talk about it because I keep getting DMs about it. We signed up with AppRabbit and it was, we just had a terrible experience with it. It was so bad. So long story short, we're not using them because we moved our entire $1 Million Mastermind community over there and they hated it. They hated it. I had like 4 clients cancel because they felt like I was disconnected, even though I was in there the same amount. It was just a nightmare. So long story short, we moved everybody over, paid 30 grand, and then we moved everybody back to Facebook. I don't think that there's a better community to do if you're going to host a community where there's people talking and stuff other than Facebook. That's my personal opinion. I don't think there's anything better. If you're going to get a community that's outside of Facebook, I would recommend just doing it in like your Trainerize and your Trainerize group chat where people can talk. In terms of the clients, because it's like, how many clients do you have, Kara?
50.
Yeah, so you have 50 clients and 2 of them don't use Facebook, right? Yeah, so like if you change everything for the 2 people when the majority are using it, that's what we did. And we made a fucking huge mistake because we had like 4 or 5 or 6 MDM clients that were like, I'm not downloading Facebook because of personal reasons, like same thing. So we're like, okay, let's change everything. So we changed everything. Worst mistake we've made in business this year for sure, hands down.
Okay.
So don't change.
Okay.
Again, this is why I'm like, don't change a fucking system that isn't broken. With the clients, it's just, you just have to have the awareness. Like with the clients that don't have Facebook, for us, it's like, we just keep personal tabs on them a little bit more, you know? If I do a call as an example and they can't attend, or if like I'm hosting a live call, it's like, I might send them the Zoom chat or over text, or I might know that they're not using Facebook. So I might group message it out over Trainerize. So everybody has the Zoom link. You know, so you just have to think through, you know, what are they missing out on and what can
my God, I can send it in Trainerize?
Yeah, you can send those to group Zoom and Trainerize. So like send a group message out with the Zoom link. So now all of your clients will get the Zoom link. So even if they're not on Facebook, they'll still get the opportunity to attend the Zoom. And that's the stuff you need to think through, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Keep it stupid, simple. That's
okay. Good. I'm stupid and simple. So it's perfect.
Me too. Trust me. Me too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Arthur, what's up? Tell me something good.
Booking calls. I had 4 calls booked this week. I have 2 coming up today. So looking forward to that.
Boom. Let's go. How can I be of service to you, brother?
Cool, man. So I raised my hand without really having a total solid question, but I guess my question is still, lately I've been really focusing on dialing in on my specific avatar. As you know, I am the metal coach and I've been just speaking to general metal fitness and stuff. But now I know that my avatar is a 35-year-old male. He's trying to lose 20 pounds. He's in a long-term relationship. So now I'm trying to I've been working with ChatGPT, uploading my sales calls and check-ins and stuff to really dial in with the language that I'm using. I'm doing good with, in my training tutorial videos, speaking to their desires. The thing that I still struggle with a little bit is speaking to their pain points. And I know that that is super important. So when you're doing for example, I do a lot of tutorial videos in the gym. So if their pain points are they don't like their gut hanging over their belt or something like that, right? How would you kind of translate that to then moving into a squat tutorial or a bench press tutorial? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, but it's they don't like their gut hanging over their belt, but it's I don't know if you could do that in a squat tutorial or a bench press tutorial. So here's what I would do to start that video is I'd be like, most guys that have guts hanging over their belt are stuck on the cardio machine. And that's why they're not transforming their body. If you want to transform your body, you need to build lean muscle. And one of the best exercises to do that is a squat. Let me show you a tutorial. Bam.
Okay.
And then at the end of the video, you would be like, the reason that squats are one of the most effective exercises for fat loss is not only are you going to burn a significant more amount of calories when you're doing a compound exercise, but you're also going to build lean muscle tissue. And as you build lean muscle tissue, you will increase the speed of your metabolism, blah, 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 blah. As you can see, my fitness coach brain isn't as dialed in as my business coach brain, but I digress. But that's how I would do it, is I would think about the pain point. Then I'd think about what they would be doing as a result of that pain point. Then I would start the video demonstrating what they're likely doing because they have that pain point. And then I would show them an alternative.
Okay, so that follows the pain problem solution, where it's like the pain, and then the problem is that they're spending all the time on the cardio, and then the solution is move into the squat tutorial.
Yes, exactly.
Got you. That makes sense. And then my second question was, I follow a lot of my clients on Instagram, and sometimes they'll post a gym video of them doing an exercise with improper form. And so I want to add, as a value add to my program, I want to start doing form checks. Is that something you've done? What's the best way of like doing form checks on specific exercises?
That's a great question. I don't do it personally, but I know my MDM clients do. So let me just drop a voice note. Hey, does any of you guys do form checks as a part of your program? If so, can you just send me like an SOP or just send me a voice note on how it's done so that I can forward it to the 10K students? Thank you. I personally haven't done it, but I know that some of my coaches do. So I just asked them and I'll get the feedback, then I'll pass it along.
Okay, cool. And then the last thing is I'm planning to start launching weekly group calls. That's something I have yet to start doing. So we already talked about that earlier on. I can't remember who asked that question, but just in terms of like structuring a group call, like, should it be kind of like based on a training and then go into a Q&A, or is it just kind of an open Q&A? How does group calls normally work for that?
The most successful format that I've found for my fitness clients that are speaking to their clients is the format where you come with like 10 to 15 minutes of value and you let the clients know there's going to be value. So we're going to be talking about and then at the end of that, you do a Q&A. The only exception that you would make to that rule is if you have like 100 to 300 clients, then you can just host an open Q&A. The problem with hosting an open Q&A, if you have 20 to 30 to 40 clients, unless they feel really connected to you, is there's just a lower show rate where they're more likely to attend if they know that there's some value in it for them. And then they can get some, they're coming to learn this specific thing. And then you host a Q&A, it opens more discussion. So the only clients that I see doing open Q&As that are just talk to me and come and ask me questions, kind of like I do here, are clients that have a large client base. Typically speaking, I think if you're in the 25 to 50 to 100 client range, it's more successful to come with a 15-minute training to start, and then you do an open Q&A like this.
Okay, and with the best way to do that, just like on Zoom and then share your screen, kind of go through a slideshow and then open Q&A.
Yeah, and the best part is that we have AI that can build all of that for us. So all you have to do is whisper flow for fucking 5 to 10 minutes, go into Claude. Claude will build you this little fancy dancy little slideshow, and you go through Claude with your slideshow with your own words.
Cool. I'm still just using ChatGPT for everything, so I'm looking forward to the AI trainings in the new 25K.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun. I had a 10-minute call with one of my clients the other day, and I showed her how to use. Who here uses sandcastles? Raise your hand. Oh my gosh, you guys! What, 2 people? I'm gonna blow your guys' fucking minds. Get ready. All right, we got some cool shit coming. Cool.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
All right, peace out, bro. Julian, what's up?
What's up, man?
Big boy, tell me some wins.
Actually, I think I closed a company of a ball machine that they are ready to sign up with me for 6 months. I already worked with them. The first time it was for, I think it was for 2 reels and 2 story, $4,000. And now I tell them for $14,000 for 6 months. They agree for it. That's my question, actually. How should I ask for the payment? Half, or how should I do it?
Fuck that. Why would you do half? If they agree to it, right?
Up in front?
Yeah. So like with most influencer promotions, typically speaking, I've found they will pay after the agreement. So what I would say with them, it's $14K for 6 months.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So then what I would say for them is that we do half now, and then we do half at the end of the 6 months once the agreement is completed.
Okay. So the agreement is like 3 reels for the 6 months with 3 long on YouTube and 9 story.
Got it. So you have 6 months to complete that, but can you do that within 2 months if you wanted to?
I think I'll do 1 reel, 1 YouTube, 1 reel, 1 YouTube like this until the 6 months. And story, I will just like try to put them like distance between them.
Yeah. I would say half up front because, and if they ask, if they say anything about that, because most influencer campaigns that I do, they pay at the end. If they say anything about it up front, it's just like the production costs, I'm going to do fancy editing, everything like that. So I'm going to pour everything into it. So I require half up front, and then we'll do half at the end of the agreement. They have already done an agreement with you once, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. The first time, actually, it was after the first reel, they paid half one, and in the end they paid another half. So I say maybe this time up front, it will be better.
Yeah, agreed.
So another question, in terms of this month, I'm booking really, as I told you last time, shitty leads. So I go all in into the story. I'm not sure it helped much because actually still like even the story views are really low. I don't know how, I don't know why also, but it feel like something is going wrong because I'm not getting American, and I was really strong in February in American. Like I was doing really nice into a lot of Americans, and even in my YouTube it went a little bit lower. So and most of my leads are going to my YouTube also channel. So that's what I want to ask you also. Maybe should I hire a mentor through YouTube?
I do think having a YouTube mentor is a very good idea. I'm trying to think of somebody that I would know that's actually really good.
So Janelle told me about this Claude guy, somebody Godet.
I haven't heard of him.
Yes, you follow him, I think. I just saw it yesterday when I follow a guy.
I do? What's his
Godet, Sam Godet.
Oh, okay. I don't know if
it doesn't look great, you know. Actually, he's speaking okay, but in terms of result, it's not great. He doesn't have some, I don't know.
Yeah, there's another guy that I would recommend looking at, and I know that he does just YouTube specifically. It's this guy right here, Omar Al-Katori. That's funny. He called his challenge content to cash. Where'd you get that idea? Omar Al-Katori. I know that he does a lot of YouTube stuff.
He's good?
Yeah, he's good. I've met him in person. He's affiliated with a lot of high-level people. I don't know specifically about his YouTube stuff, but I do know that he does pretty well on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go to Julian.
Olivari Tennis.
Olivari Tennis. How many times a day are we posting right now, Julian?
I think I post 4 times a week or 5 times a week, something like this.
Okay, 4 times a week and 5 times a week. How many videos have we had go viral recently?
What is viral? It's over 100 most of the time. Like most of them are over 100. So I post like one nurturing video that are doing 40, but they get a lot of comments, so it's okay. This one, the one on the right, yeah. This is a repost. But I think, what do you think? I'm missing from a little bit of a connection, maybe. I saw my connection was on YouTube because when they get the video of YouTube, so they see me on YouTube. So I thought maybe this is what my connection, but maybe I need something else.
Yeah, but it's like if you think about like how many people are actually going to go to your YouTube, you know, like because a lot of people just come to your Instagram and they see this and that's where they're going to make the decision off of. So that's that. I also think that when it comes to your North American, like I think that you have an Instagram account that could, if you take some of your best performing content, the do's and don'ts, and you boosted this to North America, to men, and I would just keep it super broad because you have a very niche audience. I don't think you'd have to choose targeting. But if you take one of your best performing pieces of content, like fucking, let's see, this, or this, and you boost this to North America, and this is boosted to like the United States, and you can start with something super small, like $40 a day. That's like then you're guaranteed to start getting North American leads. You know, the problem with just relying on the algorithm is the algorithm will sometimes show it to North America, and it will sometimes show it to Europe, and it will sometimes show it to XYZ.
Yes.
So that's the problem with like just relying on organic, which is like why I think it's like not always, it's not just one or the other, it's always both. I think that this to me is a good idea to be doing like because it's like we do 1, 2, 3, like every 4 videos having a CTA like this, even if it gets low views, like we got 107 comments. I also think that is there a way? So like if you think about which one of these videos, the do's and don'ts, don't do this.
The sounding one is the one that in terms of views, they're working less well. This one are working the best in terms of view because they watched maybe the video 2 or 3 or 4 times, everyone, I believe. I think so. This is where the view are high. But in terms of shouting, like...
One sec. So, okay, at the end of this video, have this guy, Julian, walk up to the screen and say, if you want some help with your serve, comment game.
So I did it. This is a repost because I got 1 million and it's my first million. That's why I posted for my trial. But if you go down a little bit, you'll find the same video, exactly the same video. It has more, a little bit more. Here, this one. And this is where I talk in the end, actually, this one.
This one? This.
Yes, exactly. This is the same. And I'm talking in the end of the video, turning around exactly what you say.
I just want to watch the whole thing.
The other one was on tried, but he went to million, so I have to put it because my first million views. So I was happy.
So that I also think that comment footwork for a free training video. Every video should have some sort of CTA, like comment coach. If you want more info, comment drag to watch the full training. If you want the full explanation, comment forehand, comment volley. So you are doing a good job at the CTAs, actually. Never mind. But I think that adding CTAs to these videos is the best format because now that you've got this format that performs really well. It's like I do that with like my list videos. So it's like the posting schedule for 10K a month. I've got a list. And then at the end of the list, I'm like, if you want, me to help you with blah, 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 just comment keyword and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help. It's like the 100K a month story schedule.
Yes.
So this format does really well for me. Same thing with this one. 10K a month posting schedule. Then at the end, I'm like, if you want a full content schedule, comment 10K and I'll reach out to you, see if I can help. So find the format that's working really well and then add a CTA to the end of that format.
Do you think I should like have 1 or 2 reel to put them to America to boost it with American?
You should start with one. And it would be the one that you showed me. The one that you showed me would be a great one. The one with the green text. That's the one I would do.
And I turn around and I put a CTA, of course, with the CTA, right?
The one that already has the CTA is the one that I would boost.
Okay.
North America, 35 plus men. That's it.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do. And another question, last one. I'm doing a masterclass of the footwork. Like, how many people should I enter into it? Like, as much as possible, right? And I'm trying to selling the course of the footwear, or I try to sell my MFX program. That's the question.
MFX for sure.
So I'm creating.
How much is the course for the footwork?
I don't know. I'm just creating now. I thought to put it maybe 300 and then to put it in the community. So they have also some to start to build another community, maybe differently, like to bring them there, to move them to a paid community.
Are you doing this because you're looking to create another stream of income?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't want to do one-on-one coaching?
No, I want. Of course I want. But I say maybe I try to open courses also like 300 or 400. Maybe I can sell like maybe 50 like this and it's good money. If it's 300 or 500, I don't know.
Yeah. So you could test that. My instinct is to sell the high ticket because if you're going to spend all that time, energy, and effort on it, it's like I would want to spend that time, energy, and effort to sell a high ticket. Because let's say you get 500 people that register, 200 people show up, and then you get 20 people buy, that's 6K. Whereas like if you get 500 people register, 200 people show up, 20 people book a call, 10 people buy, that's 30K. So you could do it as a test. So let's do the first one as a test, try to sell the new course to see how it goes. If we sell a significant amount of people, I'll tell you what the numbers that you're going to look for are, Julian. So as many people as possible register, 30% of people show up minimum, and then we close 20% of people on the call. That's the numbers. Okay. As many people as possible, 30% show up rate, and 20% conversion rate.
20% conversion rate. Okay, so in general, this month is not great. So I'm trying to bring old client to sign up. So I signed up 3 from the last program to make it, because right now I'm just at 14 and last month I was way higher. Yeah. And should I send to all my old clients, like there is a promotion or something, or just try to bring them or something like this? I don't know.
I would definitely send it to all your old clients, 100%.
Okay. And I'd say 20% something, or because of the end of the April or something there. I don't know what the fuck.
You can call it the start of summer sale or the start of the season sale.
Okay. Okay.
Let's make some money. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, brother. George, what's up, King?
Hello, Brian. Good to see you.
See you, bro. How was feedback from last week?
So I have some wins. So last week, if you remember, my sales conversion was shit. And the last 4 calls, I closed 3 of them. So that's a good win.
Oh.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about follow-ups because I'm not doing them consistently. And I think I'm leaving so much money on the table. But I'm a bit confused on the system around it. So how often should how many days after I get off the call with someone that didn't buy, should I follow up with them?
Yeah. So are you talking about it all depends. So when a prospect doesn't buy for you right now, what do you do?
Yeah, I don't have a system about it. So okay. That's what.
So me and you are on a call and you pitch me your program and I say, I can't, what do you do?
Let's say with that, what do you mean?
So if we're on a call, let's role play.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll role play. So I'll pitch you and then I'll show you what I would do. It's going to be, we'll pretend that I've already tried to overcome objections. So George, based on everything I've tried to present to you, so it's $400 a month. Is that something that you can realistically commit to?
No, that's out of my budget.
Okay. What do you mean by that specifically?
I mean that I can afford it right now.
Okay. All right. So again, I'm going to pretend that I've already overcame objections.
Mm-hmm.
Work with me, George. This is something that you really want to do and that we could start at a later date, or where are you currently at with that?
Yeah, maybe at a later date that it will be a good time.
Okay. So when are you thinking?
2 or 3 months, maybe.
2 or 3 months?
Yeah, George, until I get my budget sorted.
George, you're killing me. Okay. So what are you going to do for the next 2 or 3 months?
I will just try on my own.
Okay. Okay, so George, work with me here. What are you working with, in terms of a monthly rate? I might be able to, find something that can work with for you. So what are you working with in terms of a monthly rate?
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
So what realistically could you afford to do per month so that we can help you start, your transformation on your weight loss journey?
Oh, okay. That's what you mean. Maybe half of that.
So 200?
Yeah.
Oh, George, you're busting my balls, brother. Okay. So George, I would hate for finances to be the reason that we didn't get you into the program. So listen, if I were to get you in on some sort of deal and I was able to get you in on some sort of, promotion, I would just want to know on your end that you would be willing to fully commit to the process and you would be willing to go all in and you give me a killer testimonial at the end of that. Could I get your commitment on that?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So instead of doing 400 a month, why don't we do 225 a month? It's going to include everything that the main program includes. The only difference is it's going to be 2 check-ins a month instead of 4 check-ins a month. But at the end of the program, you will still be down 20 pounds and you'll still be in great shape. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay. Is that a yes or is that a hell yes?
That's a hell yes.
Okay, cool. So long story short, if I try to negotiate through all the options and I can't negotiate myself down to a mid-ticket or I can't negotiate myself down to any sort of sale, I'm like, okay, so like, is this something like, this is something that you really want to do? Yes. Or sometimes let's say they get to the end of the call, George, and they're like, I just need to check my budget. I need to check my budget. I'm not going to make a decision today, no matter what I do. Then I'm going to say, okay, great. So how much time do you need to check your budget, George?
Mm-hmm.
So how much
Like
time?
give me a week.
It takes you a week to open up your phone and look at your budget?
It's just because I'm gonna give you the objection I got today. I'm switching careers next week, so I wanna see how my new daily routine will be like until I make this decision.
Oh, nice. What are you going into as a career?
I like a corporate career.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. And I got, so right now, in terms of like your ability to commit to your fitness goals with your current career, how's that going for you?
Yeah, it was really hard with that career, so it's one of the reasons that I'm switching.
Okay, great. Now, George, I got to ask you a question. Can I be direct with you?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you the type of person that's going to allow your external circumstance to dictate your own goals?
No, I try not to do that,
Because
but sometimes it's hard.
I want to be honest with you, George, because if I'm going to coach you and I'm going to work with you, I need to be direct with you. If you allow your job or a wedding or Christmas or somebody's birthday to throw you off track with your fitness goals, you're never going to get in shape. And I don't want that for you, George, because you told me on this call that you've been struggling to lose weight for the last 3 years. And if you allow your job to hold you back from your fitness goals, then you're never going to lose the weight. So let me ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to lose the weight?
Yeah, it's like an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10, George, you're killing me. Bro, you just told me you needed to lose 20 pounds. So you're telling me that if you looked at yourself in the mirror in 6 months time from now, you were down 20 pounds and you have a six pack, that wouldn't be a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, it will be if I start to see the first result, I will go to 10 out of 10, yes.
Okay, so is it an 8 or is it a 10?
Yeah, it's a 10.
Hey, George, I'm 100% confident I can help you transform your life, brother. And I get that your work's going to be busy and I get that the job is going to be stressful, but your job is stressful right now and your work is busy right now. And that's why you're not in shape. So let's get you started today. We can do the monthly plan at $400 a month. And I'm 100% confident that this will work for you. And if at the end of the first month, for whatever reason, you're like, you know what? I don't like this Brian guy. I don't like his beard. I don't like his attitude. For whatever reason, if you don't like the program, I'll let you out of the program after the first month. But I'm 100% confident that once you start losing weight, you're going to love the progress. You're going to love the results and you're going to be happy that you joined.
Sounds good.
Okay. Is that a yes or is that a hell yes?
I still gonna wait until I get my new job.
All right. Busting my balls. All right. Okay, George, when do you start your new job?
Monday.
Monday. Okay. So why don't we do this? Let's book a call for, let's say, next Thursday at the same time. Okay. That'll give you some time to settle into your job and settle into your career. In the meantime, what I'll do for you, George, is I'll send you a quick little Loom video of what's actually included in my program and also some of the client results that we've helped experience. And what I'd like for you to think about over the next few days is like how it's felt over the last couple of years, feeling the way that you feel. Because this doesn't have to be your normal, George. Like you don't have to walk around with an extra 20 pounds and not confident at the beach and not confident at work settings. Like you can walk around feeling your very best. And I'm 100% confident I can help you do that. So I want to respect the fact that you need a week. So why don't we book a call for the same time next Thursday? We can sit down and have a conversation. If you would like to move forward, that's great. If not, I completely respect that. But either way, we've got a call in the calendar lineup for next Thursday at the same time, and then we can make the decision from there. How does that sound?
Yes, sounds good.
Yeah, perfect. All right, George, is there any other questions that you have for me while I'm on this call that I can answer for you in regards to your fitness journey?
No, that was great. Thank you.
Okay, brother. I'm looking forward to it. I'll send you a video right after this call. I just sent you a calendar invite for next week. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, brother. Looking forward to communicating next week, and I hope you have a fantastic week. And good luck at your first day on Monday, brother.
You too. Thank you.
Peace out. So that's how you handle that situation. It's like,
Okay.
I'm not going to let this dude get off the call without fucking holding the mirror. But there are times, George, where sometimes you hold the mirror and they're like, nah, I just can't, And then if I get past like all of my objections that I'm trying to close and I still can't fucking get them over the line, George, then I'll lean out. So you notice you're like, then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna make you a decision you don't want want to make because obviously I care about you and your goals, but I respect the fact that you need some time. So like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. And if I notice that I can't get it, I'm going to lean out and I'm going to sales pressure completely. And then I'm going to let them know I respect their decision. And then I'm going to forecast a date into the future and booking for a follow-up call. Then after that, I'm going to be doing a training on this, by the way. So this is going to be in the 25K Accelerator. Drop some fire if you guys are excited on this. Then after this call, what I'm going to do is I'm going to film them a Loom video. I'm going to walk them through the program, exactly what they're going to get, some of the client testimonials that are in my program. I'm going to send that to them. And then I'm just going to keep in touch with them throughout the week to make sure that that call actually shows up next Thursday at the same time.
Nice. Cool. That's exactly what I did. I booked a follow-up call for 1 week later. And so, yeah, okay.
Once a month, George, what you're going to do is you're going to pull up any deals that you've had in the last 3 to 6 months, any deals in the pipeline. And I just want you to go through those deals in the pipeline. I want you to send them a message. Hey, George, what's going on, brother? I just wanted to check in and see how things have been going since we last chatted. Hope you're having a great week.
Okay. Just do that once per month only.
Yeah, you can do that once a month. And it's like, ideally, you do it once a week. That's the ideal scenario. That's the ideal scenario, just checking in once a week. And maybe once a week you check in, you say like, hey, what's up? I just wanted to check in. Next week, you're like, hey, George, just wanted to send you my client, Sarah, who's been through my program now. She's been 3 months. I'm just waiting for you to achieve this result. And then the next week you send them a podcast video that you did or an Instagram video that you did. The ideal scenario is that you do it once a week, but I would say minimum once a month.
Okay. And how often should you follow up with old clients? Once per month also?
Once a month.
Okay, great. And last quick question, because I'm traveling this week, should I just focus on the income generating activities like client retention, lead gen, and content? How do you handle these situations?
I plan ahead for when I know I'm going to be traveling. I do any work that I usually do on my travel day in advance, like check-ins. And then I schedule time in my day. I call it like a power hour, or maybe it's 90 minutes. And I make sure that I get all my income generating activities done in that power hour. And then I just enjoy my trip.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right,
Cheers.
George,
Appreciate it.
go make some money. Talk to you soon, bro.
Talk to you soon.
Deuces. Elijah, what's up?
I'm doing well. So took on board your feedback last week with regards to doing the sales training, and I closed a client last week. So that's great. Still just, looking to get clarity on what the main thing is for me to do now. I feel as though the lead volume isn't there to be able to give me the opportunities to actually create more opportunities to have sales calls. So I feel like that's a roadblock for me at the moment, but looking to get clarity on what your thoughts are and get an oversight of my business and give me some key things to work on.
How many times a day are you posting?
3.
Okay. How many follower campaigns do you have up?
I have 2.
2. How much are you spending per day on the campaigns?
$60.
And how many followers are you getting per day?
Say around 10 to 15 on average.
10 to 15. Your KPI is really high. So it's costing you about like $2 to $3 a follower.
Yes. Oh, AUD.
AUD. Yeah. So AUD, it should be 1 to 150.
Yeah.
Are you testing against those creatives?
No.
Okay. So it's good that you have the followers. So you're doing a lot of things right. The area that we need to focus on is we need to be testing against those creatives. So whichever one's the most expensive one, I would turn it off immediately. And we need to be testing against the creative so that we can find one that gets us ideally $1 per follower. Because if we're able to get $1 per follower, like AUD, so it would say $1 to $1.50 per follower. If we're able to get one that's $1 to $1.50 per follower, and we're getting 60 new followers in per day or 50 new followers in per day, we're going to be able to book a sales call like once every day or once every second day, which is the ideal scenario. So right now, if you're getting 10 to 15 followers, it's going to take you a week to get the amount of volume that you need to book in the sales calls from the followers. Is that the only place that you can book calls from? No. But like that's the safeguard to make sure that you always have enough leads coming in so that you never run out of sales calls. So that needs to be the primary focus for you right now, is making sure that we're getting an ad that's tested against it. The testing phase is very simple, Elijah. So turn off the one that's the highest spend. Then you're going to test against the one that's the second highest. And you're going to do that for 24 hours. If it's not within KPI, turn it off, test another one. If it's not within KPI, turn it off, test another one. If it's not within KPI, turn it off, test another one. And we're going to repeat that process until we find one that's within KPI. It might take us 2 days. It might take us 4. It might take us a week, but we just have to focus on that until it's no longer a constraint.
24 hours is all that we give it?
24 hours. That's all you'll need.
Really? Okay, to say whether it beats it or not.
Especially in the testing phase that you're in, because I want you to make more money faster. So if I want to make money faster, I'm looking for those KPIs faster. So if like I want to get my lead volume up immediately, then I'm going to be testing against it as fast as I possibly can.
Okay. And there's a training of that in the modules, I'm guessing, to how to set that up.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so the follower, get that tested. And also with regards to my content and stuff as well, I've been really trying to be more specific towards my niche. And I feel like that's something I'm missing out on at the moment. and it's what I'm doing is quite generic. So any tips from you on how to be more specific and how to actually find that structure within each video would be great.
Yeah, I think that the who's the avatar you're speaking to?
25 to 40-year-old, busy, ambitious blokes who also enjoy having a beer or two on the weekend and enjoying their lifestyle. So a non-restrictive approach. They're looking to lose 15 kilos, get shredded in 90 days. They can show up better in their business, lead with more impact.
I'm watching Cut and Conquer Blueprint. So I'm looking at your content and I don't see that avatar called out in any of your content here. Can you still have cheat meals while losing fat? So like the lens that you need to think through, Elijah, is will this content apply to a 17-year-old and also a 35-year-old? Or does this content only speak to my avatar? Because if you're trying to dial in the person that you're speaking to, we need to be calling out specific character traits, specific core values, specific beliefs that they have, where it's like worst things to happen before the gym, speaks to everybody. Life should be 90-10, speaks to everybody. Why eating healthy has nothing to do with fat loss, speaks to everybody, speaks to men, speaks to women, speaks to fucking kids, etc.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we're going to do conversion content that speaks to one specific demographic, then we need to be calling out that demographic, whether that's like we're calling out specific pain points that only that demographic would have, whether we're calling out specific job titles that only that demographic would have, whether we're calling out specific age ranges of that demographic. So like the conversion content needs to be speaking specifically to the dynamic. If you're a hardworking Aussie bloke in your late 20s or 30s and you've been smashing the 6 a.m. gym sessions for years now, this is better. Is this the one that you're boosting?
Yeah, but that one, compared to the other one that I'm boosting, I've recently just turned this one off because I only had 600 followers and I've spent three and a half grand on it. The other ones had double the amount of follows. So
yeah, so this is a good call out. So like this is the style of conversion that you'd be looking for. Now you just need to find a way to deliver it in a format that is entertaining, you know? So like, I think the reason that this didn't perform well is because in the first 10 to 15 seconds, there's not a lot of cuts. There's not a lot of engagement. It's just you talking to the camera, which people will get bored really fast. Better if there was a text title up here, but this is the language that you want to use. Now you just need to find ways to deliver it in formats that people are receiving on social media. But the language in this is fucking perfect. Like you're calling out the avatar identically. This is great. I feel like if you redo this video, you cut out the fluff at the start, you have a text title up front, and you cut into the B-roll immediately.
okay, so I can just use that same video footage, you reckon, and just make those little cuts?
Yeah, so I would use the same video footage. I would make the little cuts. I would make it more engaging immediately. I would put a text hook on screen. I would get into the B-roll faster because I think this video has the potential. I think you just need to restructure the way that you did this video.
Okay.
I also think you should tell people to follow you right now. So if you're a hardworking Aussie bloke in your late 20s and 30s, you've been smashing the gym 6 a.m. for years now. Yeah, so like, then you need to follow me right now. If you're a hardworking Aussie bloke in your late 20s and 30s and you've been smashing the gym, but nothing's changing, you need to follow me right now.
Okay. What's the way that I can put that in without doing the whole video again? Or just have it in the text, maybe on the text hook?
Yeah, you could just say like, follow me.
Yeah, okay.
Follow me right here.
All right.
Cool.
What's the way that I can integrate those more specific details within my content? Like when I'm looking at my content, I'm creating a piece of content. Is it just mainly in the hook? Like how can I speak to this person, and then just making sure that everything's geared towards that person?
You're doing shit like this every single day to try and get that toned up look, and that's why you still look the same year after year. Doing shit like burpees, jumping jacks.
If you're a busy Aussie bloke in your 30s and you're doing shit like burpees and jumping jacks, you need to fucking leave the gym right now.
Yep.
You know? So it's like, I think you just
simple.
Need to,
it's just a tiny little tweak like that. Yeah.
It's not fucking, it's definitely not rocket science, you know? If you're a busy Aussie bloke.
I think I'm just overthinking it.
Yeah, you're definitely overthinking it. If you're a busy Aussie bloke in your 20s or 30s and you're doing shit like this in the gym, that's why you look like you don't live. You know? Boom.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's simpler than you're making it. Your value content's good. It just isn't specific.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you. Talk to you soon, King. Mr. Phillip, what's up, King?
What's going on, Brian? Win for the day is signed a new client this morning, so happy about that.
Oh.
Question for you is, I am still periodically posting these Metcons on the page, and they're honestly the growth driver in terms of followers. I still feel like there's a way to monetize this in a way, but I haven't really cracked that nut yet. What I have currently happening is I'll have like a call to action in the caption that says comment, well, whatever, and I'll send you a training program, and that leads to my low ticket. But even that's not converting.
Which ones are we talking about?
So I posted a link in the chat here, or just basically this stuff like this.
So is this the stuff you cover in your coaching program too?
This is an element of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of, I would say comment coach, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you with a custom program like this. You know what I mean? Because the Cowabunga, and then they have to, if they comment Cowabunga, then you have to sell them over the DMs, or are they getting sent to a ManyChat?
They get a ManyChat, and that's just a link to the low ticket sales landing page. Like it's a $50 a month training program.
Yeah, it's really hard to sell those over the DMs unless you got a VA in there that's just fucking pumping them and overcoming price object shit, you know? So like, I just think that that's not even worth your time. If I had your business, I would be utilizing these to do direct CTAs. And I would just say, comment coach if you want me to design you a custom plan, you know, with this style of workout. And then somebody that comments coach, and now you're in the DMs with a prospect that could potentially book a call. Because this right here is 137 comments. So let's even just say 50 of those people were interested in coaching. 50 people, let's say out of those 50 people were able to book 5 sales calls. You close 3 of them. Bam. You know, I think it's simpler. If I had your business, I wouldn't be focusing on selling the low ticket. I'd be focusing on selling the high ticket only.
Okay.
Even don't make business so complicated. Right underneath this, comment coach if you like some info on one-on-one coaching programs, and then into the caption.
Okay.
And you look at his captions, Phil, because you've got some content that fucking slaps. Look at Connie, look at his captions.
35 grams of protein from eggs, 35 grams of protein.
Comment drop, comment coach, comment 30, comment coach, comment 30, comment snacks, comment breakfast, comment swaps, comment coach. And all of those are leading to coaching conversations, because even the ones where he's giving away like swaps or whatever, and the back end of the swaps, yes, if you want some help, then DM me keyword.
Okay, awesome. The tricky thing about these workouts is they are a bit higher level. So the people doing them they're not like struggling. You're looking at like top 10% in the CrossFit world, basically. So they basically go on pages like mine, they'll cherry pick a workout and be like, oh, this looks fun, and they'll do it. Right. So there's a lot to overcome in those sales conversations because they're already in pretty decent shape.
I wonder if there's a way that you could do those style of workouts. And again, this would be a test. Could you do those style of workouts in a way that is directed more towards your avatar? So it could be like the style of workout, and then it could be like Fit Dad beginner version, because clearly that style is performing well right now. So can that style perform well and speak to your ICA?
Okay. Yeah, that's an idea. Okay. Let me play around with both.
Okay.
And I'll come back and let you know how it goes.
Hey, bro. Appreciate you. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Marty, what's up, King?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, bro. How are you?
Good, I'm doing good. So my win is when I started in the 10K, I immediately doubled my income in the first month. And but things went wrong so bad with my life. Like, I'm originally from Iran, and there's like a huge war going on in my country. And it's been like weeks that I haven't been able to get everything together. And I wanted to ask this question the first week that it happened. I was like, no, this is just like something that I can find a way to fix it myself. But it's been weeks that I haven't posted single content, no new clients. And it's because I cannot get myself together, because each time that I open my phone, there's something really bad going on, and my attention span is so little. The only thing that I can do, and I'm getting better, is like serving my current clients. And I just wanted to know, what would you do in like a hard situation like this, to just like, because I do not know how long this war is going on, maybe weeks, maybe months. But one thing that I know is that my business cannot go this way.
So first things first is I just want to, give you love. I know you're going through it right now. Second thing I want to ask you is, can anything that you do have an influence on the situation over there? Yes or no?
No, not at all.
So what you're saying is this situation is completely outside of your control.
Definitely.
One of the things that I believe, brother, is that if a situation is completely outside of my control, then I don't focus on it. And it's like, obviously it's going to come into your awareness. And when it comes into your awareness, you need to respect that, because obviously there's people over there, but like, you can't focus on things you can't control, because that will cause you to be in chaos, because then you'll be thinking about, ruminating on, concerned about, and like contemplating, but it's like, these things are outside of your control. And so you need to determine what way that you can contribute, whether that's being in contact with family, checking in with family, making sure that they're good, talking to family, whatever it is that you need to do to feel like you can contribute what you can control to the situation, what you can control, right? But then that needs to be compartmentalized, and you need to focus on what you are doing right now, the things that you can control. Can you control if you go to the gym? Yes or no?
Yes.
You control if you post on social media? Yes or no?
Yes, and that is like, I feel like I need so much energy to do that thing. And because I'm a perfectionist, I'm just like, you do not have that energy. You're like dead inside. What do you want to go in front of the camera?
One sec. That's fucking bullshit. I respectfully, that's bullshit. You're on fucking camera right now. You know what I mean? Respectfully, that's bullshit. You can't so that's one thing you can control is the thoughts that you're saying to yourself. I want you to write this down. I have the energy to get on camera. And I just proved it to myself today by coming to this coaching call.
Yeah, it was really hard, but I made it. I need to do the same thing for my.
I respect it, bro. I respect the fact that you showed up today. But I also, you showing up today is evidence to me that you can show up more, that you can show up again. It's just, it provides me evidence that you can do this. I'm not taking away from anything that you or your family is going through. And I'm not even pretending to understand that I understand what you and your family is going through. But what I know for certainty, Maddie, is that your landlord's going to want his fucking rent this month. I know for certainty that your fucking car payment is due. I know for certainty that your fucking cell phone bill is due. You know what I'm saying? So all of those things are fucking realities. So regardless of anything that's going on, I know for a fucking fact that those bill collectors are going to come knocking, So knowing that and respecting that, it's like, I'm going to control what I can control. And it's like, I'm going to do the very best that I can do to control what I can control. And if I was posting twice a day before, I'm like, I feel like I don't have the energy to do that. I'm going to respect that, but I'm going to fucking get a post out today. Even if that means I need to fucking cry on camera, I'm going to fucking do it. It's like, I'm doing what I can fucking do. I want you to write this down. Done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. This isn't about being perfect. This is about getting it done. I can't tell you how much fucking shit I've went through as a business owner where I've had hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting over my head because my gym got closed and then my family's counting on me and then I'm having a new baby on the way and I still got to show up for my fucking business. It's like, I don't have a choice, bro. It's like, and you got to get yourself to a point where it's like, you don't have a choice. You got a family to feed. You got fucking people to take care of. You got people that are counting on you,
Absolutely. That's all I needed.
You got this shit.
Thank
bro.
you. Thank you so much.
What are you going to do with this information?
The best thing that I got was I did it today, and I've been meaning to come to the call in the past few weeks. Then I didn't, but this time I did it. So I need to do the same thing for my content as well, and do the thing that I actually need to do. The things that I can control is these kind of things, not like the things that I'm focusing on right now.
Everybody give Maddie some love in the chat box.
Thank
Do
you.
it and then fucking tag me in it. And I want one up today.
I will.
Tag me in it. I'll be watching.
Yeah.
Anna, if fucking Maddie doesn't tag me on social media today, I want you to message him. I got my team here, bro. We're paying attention. All right.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. I got you. Talk soon. Katie, what's up?
Hey, Brian. So my question is kind of like a why. I want you to explain why. So I hired someone to do my content in January. And yes, I had some stuff get a lot of eyes. It was virality posts, I guess, right? And then I boosted those because I got to 1,000 followers. So then Instagram let me boost posts, which is exciting. And then I gained a lot of followers, I guess probably 1,200 followers or something, and only spent about just over $300 on boosting the one thing. But the thing is my sales went way down. Giving that up, I don't know. I don't think that my content was that great before, and I think that my content looks aesthetically a lot better, and it was giving good information, but then I wasn't actually making any sales. And now, since not using them anymore and just posting my own stuff, now I'm on fire again. So why is that? I don't understand.
Yeah. So Katie, I'm going to be honest. I've tried so hard to fully outsource my content where I don't have to do anything. I've tried so hard. I've done everything.
Yes.
Power, because it's content is so time consuming,
Yes.
I've hard, but at the end of the day, you have the deepest understanding of the type of person that you want to work with over everybody that you try to get to help you. Now, don't get me wrong. I still have a content team, and my content team does help me out with a lot of content, but it requires so much coaching from me to them for them to get my message right, where it doesn't sound retarded, for lack of a better word, or it doesn't die my own message. So content, in my opinion, especially in the nature of the industry that we do, is so important because that is the strangers on the internet's first taste of you. And if they're not
Right.
getting a taste of you that feels different or authentic or real or passionate, then there's no reason for them to reach out for coaching. And even if it does bring in views and followers, and even if it does bring in people to our page, if they don't feel like they're connecting with the real version of you, it's not going to lead to buyers. So yeah, I think it's because you have a deeper understanding of your avatar than anybody that you could hire to help you with content.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I've like spent thousands of dollars and I'm like, cool, I'm at like 2,000 followers. That's so cool. But like, I'm not making any fucking money. Anyways, okay, so that was one question. And I guess that makes sense because it's just like, it's not really authentically me then.
Yeah, and it's like, and you understand your avatar on a deeper level than anybody else does.
Okay. And then my other question is, I just launched 2 days ago a 12-week like summer shred, and we're starting in April where there's like, it's 12 weeks till summer. Like, let's fucking do this, right? And I've sold 3 people, which is cool. But I'm just wondering if there's like a video format, like a reel format that I could post on Instagram as a reel and then boost that so that other people are seeing it. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I think you're going to run into the same sort of issue that you ran into with the cold followers.
Okay.
As in, it's going to be harder to sell. You're going to get the views, but you're not going to get the sales. If I had Katie's right now, what I would be doing is I would be focusing on internal marketing. So any client that ended up buying this 12-week program, I would be shouting them out in my stories.
I did that.
So shouting them out in my stories. I would also be talking about it in my stories every single day, doing a countdown timer until we actually start. I would also have any clients, Katie, that I got on a call with in the last 365 days and sending them a message and just being like, hey, Sarah, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Sending them a voice note. I just wanted to reach out to you personally because I know we spoke last year and I don't know if you'd be interested in this or not, but I am hosting a 12-week challenge starting April 1st and it's going to be at a discounted rate than what we spoke about. I figured you might be interested in joining. Let me know if you're interested and I can get you the details. And I would be focusing on internal marketing rather than external marketing.
Okay.
So within your audience. So countdown timers. I would reach out to the 3 girls that you sold and I'd be like, hey, Sarah, just wanted to let you know that if you have any friends that you'd like to do the program with and you refer them, I'll give them a little bit of a sweet deal and I'll also throw you a referral bonus of $100. Let me know if you have any friends or family that might be interested in joining with you because challenges are always funner when you do them with other people.
Okay, awesome.
I would be internally marketing rather than trying to get more eyeballs on my page.
Okay. Yeah, Sam's training a couple weeks ago, I think she mentioned something on there about like just flooding all of her people with information about her challenges. And yeah, that was like kind of a question for me is like, how do I do that without being like too salesy and annoying?
Yeah.
So that sounds good.
I don't know if you're interested or not is how I do that.
Yeah.
We spoke a few months ago and I don't know if you'd be interested in this or not, but blah, blah, blah.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, I think that you answered both my questions.
Cool. I'll let
Okay,
you.
thanks, Brian. Bye.
Bye. Corey.
How are you doing, Brian?
Great, bro. How about you?
I'm doing amazing. I'd like to start with a couple wins. So it was actually during the call, I had my setter. He booked a call, which was pretty nice. And yesterday I got another call booked. But yeah, today I'm mainly wanting to ask like just overall advice with my current business model. So I'm currently in the 10K mastermind. I've been about 2 months in so far. In the past 6 months, I've been doing 10K a month consistently. But prior to joining the 10K mastermind, I hired a marketing team. And that's kind of been the issue right now. So
similar situation to Katie.
yeah, pretty similar.
Yeah. Are we getting views on social media but not signing clients? Is that the issue?
Yes, and I've kind of noticed it's been an appointment setting issue. So basically what their roles are in the marketing team is to obviously help with boosted reels and scripting and stuff like that. And then they edit the ad and then we obviously push it and they look at all the KPIs. But the setter that they're training, he does not know how to like text on DMs at all. And it's just kind of a reflection as far as how they're training him. And I feel like it's costing like the business a lot of money.
How much are you paying these guys?
So right now they're percentage based because initially I worked with them for 4 months so they could like implement the systems, like as far as getting ManyChat set up and like teaching me how to do boosted reels and stuff, which I think was back in October, and which was also when like I actually was able to get my first 10K month. But now I think they're at 35% after profit, but like on the very low end. Like the past couple of months, their profit shares have been like very small, even though it's like 35%. But that's also been an issue for me as well because I get down the road, I don't know if it's going to work out. I had no clue.
You're giving away 35% of your business.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. it's yeah.
Okay, I want you to think about this, Dakari. I want you to think about this. Sorry, I got flustered. I want you to think about it.
You're fine.
Making $100,000 a month, right? 100K a month. You're raking in cash. Bam, you made it. You're successful. And out of that 100,000, you send a $35,000 check to some fucking marketing donkeys that literally taught you how to do a boosted post.
Precisely. Yeah, it is. It's not. It's not working out. That's why I'm asking the question.
If you want my advice, okay,
Yes.
what my advice would be, first things first, do these guys have access to your Meta Business Suite or anything?
Yeah, just my Meta Business Suite.
Okay. So, and then what's the agreement that you signed with them? What does the agreement state?
There's no contractual agreement, so that's the nice part. So getting out of it is like it's just communicative. And I don't think they have like ill intent. They're European.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I also don't think they have ill intent, but I also think that like there's certain business models that are fucked, and like that is a fucked business model. And I'm just gonna be direct because as you scale, bro, like the profit share is small. You get just $20,000 a month, bro. You're sending them fucking $5 to $7 grand a month. That's like, just for context, like that's what I'm paying my media guys. I'll pay my media guys that $5 to $7 grand a month, but I'm making $1 million.
Crazy.
You know, so it's like that's crazy. The sooner that you can get out of this agreement, the better. And that means you're going to have to get back into the DMs and learn how to do this yourself. I'm assuming you already know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like all of you guys at this stage of your business should have the full reins of your business. Like everything in your business should be within your control. Like do not give a percentage away to anybody ever. And I wouldn't even consider giving a percentage away until you're close to like 50 to 100K a month. And it's like the percentage that you give away would be like 2% of cash collected to a VA, not 35%, because it makes it impossible to scale. Because if you're giving away 35% and you're making 25K a month, I know I'm coming at you hot, but I like.
No, this is what I need to hear. It's been a question I've asked a handful of people.
But if you get to $25,000 a month, Dakari, and you're giving away 35% of your business, but at 25K a month, you have 50 to 100 clients. Now you have to hire a support coach, but you're only taking home 12 to 13K because you got all these payouts. Now your support coach is going to cost you 1 to 2K. Now you're down to 10K. You also have other living expenses. It's like, dude, you're going to be fucking making $2,000 a month when you're making 25K a month. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, the sooner that you can get rid of these guys, the better, which means that you're going to have to take some more work on, but it's like, that's where the skill acquisition is going to come into play. And at the level that you're currently at, the number one thing that matters the most isn't about getting somebody else to do the work for you. It's about learning the skill effectively so you can teach other people. Because if you learn the skill effectively that you can do it yourself, you're going to save yourself 3 to 5 grand a month. Plus, you're going to have the skill sets to be able to hire somebody for cheaper. Because you can get a setter from the Philippines that costs $650 a month that you pay 1 to 2% of cash collected that will work 40 hours a week for you, and you can just download your brains into them. But you can't do that if you don't have the skill set and the mindset to be able to do that. So right now, it's like your business is set up to stay at 10K, in my opinion. But that's like the highest it'll go, because as you start making more money, your resentment's also going to start building up. And you're going to be like,
getting more money.
I just made 15K. Now I have to send a $6,000 check instead of a, you know what I mean? So yeah, my advice is to,
cut them.
But yeah, if I was cutting the cord and this was my business and they had access to all my shit, the first thing I would do to cut the cord is remove them from Meta Business Suite, because you want to make sure that there's no possible way that anybody could fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I apologize for giving you the bad news.
No, that's what I need to hear. It's what I'm here for. It's the hard truth. I need to hear it.
Okay. All right. Keep me posted. Peace out, King. I know you got some fucking hard days ahead of you. So fucking do the thing and report back. All right. Jai, what's up, King?
Yo, how are you, man?
Great. I'm great, brother. How are you? Tell me some wins.
Yeah, really good. Thank you. So I've locked in a consistent posting flow finally, which is really, really good. It's been a long time coming, but content is really flowing really, really well. I've signed 2 new clients in the last couple of weeks. Both of them have been inbound leads, which is a really good sign. So starting to get into a flow and feeling pretty confident, which is good.
Good. Love
So
that.
that's my win. So look, I've been putting a lot of focus into tightening my messaging towards busy professionals, and I feel like it's starting to click. Been in the course with you guys for about 4 months. Haven't had a content audit yet because I don't think my content was ready for one, but I feel like it's ready and I'm feeling super confident. So I'd love a quick one from you specifically to make sure the first 9 pieces of content speak specific to my niche and are set up to drive bookings. Could you please check that out for me, please?
Typically, I don't do content audits on this call, but I'll do a quick one for you because you asked nicely.
Thank you so much. You're a legend. I saw your post about the first 9 pieces of content about how we need those set up to drive bookings. So that's been my main focus.
Oh, 50% awareness, 50% conversion. So we should be able to look through this piece of content, and I should be able to see at least 4 to 5 of these posts that speak specifically to the ideal client demographic. Let's take a look.
This is a cup of blueberries with about 5 grams of fiber. This is 1 tablespoon of chia seeds with about 5 grams of fiber. 2 small pears with about 5.5 grams of fiber. 1 medium sweet potato with about 5 grams of fiber. And this is half an avocado with around 6 grams of fiber. You might think of these as high fiber foods, and they do contain nutrients, but not as much fiber as what you think. Together, these give you roughly 27 grams of fiber.
Hey, Jai, I'm telling you, one of these videos is going to go fucking turbo, bro. So keep doing these.
200 calories of chicken breast has 45 grams of protein. 200 calories of chicken thigh has 25 grams of protein. 200 calories of 5% mince has...
Busy lawyer drops. Okay, so that's conversion. Okay, so that's 1 conversion.
This is 250.
The first slide, I would have the text on screen. I would be like, Paul, busy lawyer drops 16 kilograms, because I would say 70% of people aren't going to read this caption. So this should also be on screen right here. Boom.
Oh, yep. Okay.
This is 250 calories of chocolate biscuits. This is 250 calories of popcorn. If your goal is fat loss, you need to be smart with your snack choices. And if you like food, this is 200 calories of shapes. 200 calories. Busy professionals, here are 5 things you should not do if you're trying to lose weight in 2026. Number 1, stop fasting because you don't. This is 100 calories of broccoli, 100 calories of strawberries, 100. Busy high achievers, here are 5 effective ways to help you lose weight and keep it off.
If you get too many reps,
Too many reps.
get some beef mince, press it into the wrap just like so.
Get some mincemeat, pressing it into the wrap.
Pressing the mince into the wraps.
Give them a season with.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of the 9, we're doing 3. So the ratio is pretty good. What I will say is, Jai, speaking to the avatar isn't just saying the words busy professionals. It's also utilizing language that they would use or describing pain points in the language that they would describe pain points. So an example would be like,
Busy professionals, here are 5 things you should not do if you're trying to lose weight in 2026. Number 1, stop fasting because you don't need to fast to lose weight. You just need to stay.
if you're a high achiever and you want to get rid of that gut that's hanging over your belt in 2026, you need to listen to this video. I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do immediately that will start seeing progress. So it's like you can call out the avatar without saying busy professional. Does that make sense? So you don't just say busy professional. It's also about utilizing words, sentences, pain points, aspirations, goals that they specifically mentioned. So I'm noticing with that busy professional stuff, it's you're labeling them, which is good, but also there's another way to do it. And that's by labeling specific pain points, problems, goals, and aspirations that they've mentioned.
This is Josh, an Australian corporate professional.
Great fucking video. Let's see.
If you add Greek yogurt.
If you eat 3 eggs, busy high achievers, for every 100 grams of carbs you eat, you will gain 400 grams of water. When you eat more carbs, your body holds more water. When you hold more water, the scale.
Yeah, one of these videos is going to go turbo, bro. I'm telling you. This is great. Good stuff. Label pain points instead of just calling out avatar, but overall, this is good stuff, bro.
Thank you. That's a good sign. Should I boost the post now?
Yeah, I think now we're in a position where if you boosted a post, it would do well. So the answer is yes.
So I'll get a boosted post. I've been putting a lot of effort into the content. So I want to start really putting my focus into DMs now and really trying to master that. My sales skills are pretty good. I've been doing sales for like 12 years. So when I get on the call, I'm pretty decent at that. So I think I just need to start, smashing the DMs as hard as I can. And I think we should be able to get it going. One more thing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for checking that out. I know you don't usually do it, so thank you so much. How do I use trial reels? Like, what's the structure behind it? Because what I've been doing is I post all my content on trials first. I pre-plan all my content and I schedule it for the following week. That's just what that's what works in my structure now. I post everything on trials first, and then I just have it scheduled out to automatically post for the following week. It's all the same content. Is that good to do that? Is that not good to do that? Because I've been kind of just doing that. I wait till they all die down. I'll post the one with more views on my page, and then I'll archive the one from the main feed. Is that a good thing? Is that bad or?
Yeah, so I don't think that's bad. What I typically do, Jai, is I'll use trial reels to split test. So that's not a bad strategy at all. But I'll use trials and reels to split test. So if I have I'll take one video and I'll film 2 or 3 different hooks for that video. I'll post all 3 of those videos in trials. Whichever one of those videos performs the best is the one that I will take and I will post on my main feed. So that's how I use them.
Right. Because I guess all my content's like, for example, this week, it's filmed and it's getting edited right now. And I'm going to schedule that for next week. So I've only got those pieces of content ready for next week. So if I post them all on trials now, like that, those are the exact posts I'm going to post next week anyway. I haven't been able to, like, do you recommend? I don't know. I'm a little bit confused with it.
What do you mean? Why are you confused?
Because I make 5 pieces of content every week and then I just schedule them for the following week.
Yeah.
So do you split test them? So you'll post 3 on trials, 3 different hooks, and then whatever one's the best, you'll post on the main feed. Is that right?
That is absolutely correct. Yep.
So when I make my content, should I do a few different variations of these videos now, do you think? Change the hooks?
I would just change the hook. So you do the exact same video. The only thing you change is the hook. So it's
Okay, because I've only been making one version.
yeah. So like for me, it's like if I'm doing, like, as an example, this video right here, I wish I could show you trials on my computer. I'll probably be able to show you my TikTok. Check this out. So TikTok, and I use trial reels for this as well. So go to TikTok. I'll show you how I do this in practice. Go to the Real Brian Mark. We'll go to users. So I'll show you. So like I'm doing this on TikTok right now. You can see it. So this video, I want to show you the interviews, because interviews. So these are all the same video. It's just different hook. I use TikTok for this. I also use trials for this. But if like, yeah, once I identify what the winner is, I post them on trials and I test out different versions. And you can even Jive, as an example, you could test out videos. Even if you don't have 3 different hooks for them, you could use 3 different text hooks to determine which text hook would be better. So for this, so for this one right here, this was the same video, but 767, 1201, 659, and 703. So I'll play this video for you.
I'm trying to get more comfortable making the content. So I've been recording more than I posted, but it's like
that's one version. And then this was the winner. One piece of advice that will change your life if you take it seriously.
Yes, sir.
Post twice a day, every day, 7 days a week for a year, and you will be a completely different person. It could be anything. You just got to have a winner. So then I took the winner over to trial reels and I split tested a couple different headlines. And the headline that worked on trials is the one that I posted to the feed. And now this one's got 7,000 likes, you know? So it's the same video, but I just changed out the hook. And by changing out the hook, now this one's turbo. Does that make sense? That's how I use trials.
Right. So if I make a piece of content, I'll just keep doing exactly what I'm doing, but I'll make 3 different variations of the hook. I can post all those 3 straight away to trials, whatever one pops off. Do I then post it from trials to the main feed or repost a fresh version to the main feed?
You can do both. And I haven't found evidence to support that either one is better. So I do both. Like I have a video on my page right now that's like POV firing my posters on the spot. I posted that to trials. It was popping off. I posted it to main feed. It went viral. I also will have a video that I'll post on trials that will do well. And then I'll take that video and I'll post it on my main feed. I'll just repost it. So you can do both. And neither one of them, I haven't seen either one of them be more effective.
So just leave it on trials, let it keep going up, post a fresh one on the main feed and just have both of them there.
Correct.
All right, done. Yeah, it was driving me crazy. I'm like, geez, what's this trial reels thing? Am I doing it properly? Am I stuffing it up? Is it killing reach? I don't know what's going on with it.
Only helps you, bro. It doesn't kill reach. It only helps.
All right, cool. Yeah, just because I wasn't sure if I'm posting on the main feed and trials, if that was killing reach. ChatGPT, I'm like asking questions. I'm like, is this stuffing it up? Anyway, all good.
Okay, bro.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, thank you so much for the content audit, man. I appreciate you.
Got you. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being my clients. Hope you guys have the best day of your entire life. Just want to remind you guys that we are doing a renewal special for the 25K Accelerator. So if you guys want to extend your program with us, DM me 25K on Instagram. It will include a free event ticket to the next event. It includes an entry to the 25K giveaway and a special promo. So DM me 25K on Instagram if you guys are interested. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, and protein. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.